Hello Internet, and in this video I'm going to show you what I do um, in order to plan my lesson, create my own teacher plan book for absolutely nothing, for free. But just before that, let's rewind a little bit. I love technologies and I've used technology for a long time in the classroom, and for the last number of years, a few number of years, I have been using plan book applications that allow you to plan your lesson um, and plan your timetable so you know what you're doing back and forth. Unfortunately, my school hasn't got one um, for standard for everyone, like some institutions, as a result of which I've got to make pretty much my own. But why did I go from using those wonderfully colorful timeline planners to making my own back? First of all, it's because I found them quite clunky. You can't really, in your week of work, click to the next lesson and see the previous lesson very easily. You can vamp lessons, you can put days off, and the amount of time that it takes to set this up is quite significant. And frankly, I don't have it. As a result of which, what I have tended to do is simply to make my own. How do I do that? I'm going to show you how you can do this on Google within the Google Suite for Education, and you will see that it will be effortless. So this is what it looks like as a finished product, which looks quite neat. Maybe it hasn't got the bells and whistles, but it does have the benefits of doing the job. Why did I choose to go back to this tool? Well, every year my department provides me with a year planner for the year, where I can see what I need to cover, at what time, and what is the things that are happening in school. From this, I find quite useful to have this document, because I can follow live where I am as long as I'm planning, and where I should be by which time of the year, which is quite important, as in our school we tend to cover a lot of content, as it is a selective school. So how do I go into making this document into a usable Google Doc? First of all, what I would recommend you is the number of sessions that you put in. This is quite important, as you will need to have backward, otherwise you'll have to scroll up or down every single lesson when you'll be planning, and by the end of the year you will have 50 or odd pages of planning, which is not convenient. So what I do is I create this, I repeat the pattern, then I create the table, and I make sure that my table is the whole page. And yes, it has a head. Once I am here, I click on the largest to smallest. So now I've got my yearly program that is now backward. Quite useful. What I do next is that I copy and paste the entire document, and I go into my Google Drive. In my Google Drive, I've created a folder called Lessons, and in this folder called Lessons, I have a new class. I'm creating a new Google Doc in this by right-clicking, and within the new Google Doc, I can paste what I have done so far from my Excel spreadsheet that is provided. Obviously, your school might function differently, and you might not be able to copy and paste, but what I do next is I simply go in this new class, and I know that, for example, the first week of September I'm supposed to cover the module 1, but I also know that for each week I've got my classes 3 times. I've got lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3. And then I will make my own format in there, so I could put a little bit more detail: starter, plenary, and so on. Once I've got this several times, then I can repeat this within each unit. Unfortunately, I have not found a way to make that automatic so far, but essentially then you can copy and paste this on each of the pages there, and what you have here is that you can start planning straight off and start writing lesson 1 on the 2nd of September. I will be doing an introduction, and then as a plenary I will get to know the students' names. Fantastic, and now lesson by lesson I will continue to do this all the way to the end of the year, which probably will end you in getting something that is absolutely massive. But if I want to look at the classes that I had previous years, because I'm doing this for a number of years, I can see all the things that I used to do week by week, and what exercise pages and all my planning that I've conducted during the year when I collected the books and including the links. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you've got a more efficient way to plan your lessons. I would be very interested to know what you think about this, and if you like this video, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much.